Welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into everything you need to know about Sukuna in Jujutsu Kaisen Phantom Parade. By design, Sukuna cannot be placed on the same team as Yuji Itadori. This reflects their lore. Since Sukuna resides within Yuji, they can't coexist as separate units in battle. Sukuna's auto skills give him strong sustain and offensive power. Reverse Curse technique heals him at the start of each turn, based on how much damage he took, up to an 85% chance to recover $6,500 HP. Meanwhile, King of Curses grants immunity to multiple debuffs and instant death effects, along with 30% flame resistance. On crits, he boosts his damage by 30% for 2 turns and gains 20 cursed energy. And when hit for 3,000 or more, there's a 50% chance to raise his taijutsu and jujutsu stats by 20%. Skill 3 is a ranged jujutsu attack that scales with Sukuna's cursed energy. At 40 CE, it deals more damage with stronger laceration. At 90 CE, it becomes a deadly finisher, over 1,200% damage and 3 stacks of 50% laceration. Each stack gets stronger with an extra 20% boost. After using his ultimate, Skill 3 is locked for 2 turns, so use it before Domain for maximum impact. Skill 1 is a ranged jujutsu attack that builds 100 ultimate gauge and applies 1 stack of 20% laceration for 3 turns. Each laceration stack increases in damage by 20%. It's ideal for charging ultimate and stacking damage over time. However, after using his domain, Skill 1 becomes unusable for 2 turns due to skill restriction, so use it early to maximize value. Skill 2 is a melee taijutsu attack that hits 3 times, increases Sukuna's critical rate and critical damage for 3 turns, and makes enemies take more damage. After using his ultimate, Skill 2 becomes the only usable skill and transforms into a cursed energy scaling burst that costs 0 energy, making it crucial during skill restriction turns. Ultimate skill expands Sukuna's domain, guaranteeing a sure hit and ignoring attack nullification. It deals over 1,300% AoE jujutsu damage and applies 4 stacks of 50% laceration to all enemies for 4 turns. After activation, Sukuna enters skill restriction, locking Skill 1 and 3 for 2 turns, blocking ultimate gauge gain for 3 turns, while increasing his max cursed energy by 100 and instantly recovering 200 CE. Before Domain, use Skill 1 to charge ult and stack laceration. At 90 CE, Skill 3 becomes a strong nuke. Use it before ulting. After Domain, Skill 1 and 3 are locked for 2 turns. Use Empowered Skill 2 during this time. It costs 0 and scales with CE. Once restriction ends, go back to full rotation. Sukuna pairs best with Domain Gojo. Use Sukuna's domain first, then let Gojo follow up to avoid canceling effects. The same for Megumi. Energy supports like Inumaki or Kaido help him charge faster. Attack buffers and defense debuffers amplify his burst damage. And during skill restriction, healers or shielders can keep him safe while he's limited to 1 skill. At 90 CE, you can unleash Skill 3, Unseen Slash, at its strongest before using Domain. If you use Skill 3 first, it hits for 1,200% plus damage and applies 3 stacks of 50% laceration. After using the ultimate, Skill 3 is locked for 2 turns due to skill restriction, so you can't use it again until later. Sukuna's domain gives plus 200 CE instantly, so no need to save for post-ult CE recovery.
領域展開福間水